All right, I'm finally getting back on the road again. Stopped here in Boise City, Oklahoma to get some gas. We're right at the edge of the panhandle here, or the end of the panhandle, pretty much. Um, got my streaming stuff somewhat figured out, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Back on the road. All right. So I know that a lot of people wonder, like, how much good solar panels do, all that kind of stuff, how much power they make. Um, so I've got my solar panels going into a Victron charge controller that's got built-in Bluetooth, and so I can pull up all the stats here on this iPhone app. So we can see here that we're making 99 or using 99 watts of power right now to charge the battery. You can see the charge rate of the battery there at 7.4 amps. Um, yeah, so I don't have anything hooked up to the relay, like the output relay on there, so it's showing 0 on the load output. But yeah, anyway, we can see that we're getting 100 amps worth, or I'm sorry, 100 watts worth out of that solar panel. It's pretty good. Earlier today, I did see a full 120 out of it, which is pretty crazy. You don't normally get uh, the rated wattage. So this is a fun little roundabout here in Boise City. This is the county seat of Cimarron County, and to my left here, let's see if I can pan the camera over. Will it go that far? No, it won't go that far. Oh, you can't see it, but to my left is the courthouse, and I've just gone in a giant circle around said courthouse, just for funsies. Yeah, so this is the cool little downtown of the bustling metro of Boise City, Oklahoma. I've never actually gone this way out of town. Normally I go down to the south and go into Clayton, New Mexico from here, but they were going north out of town, taking a little bit different route. It is sunny and hot here already. It's 95 degrees at almost now. Looks pretty, but it is hot. And my top solar panel is really dirty right now, so we're not getting that full charge out of or the full wattage out of it. That's okay. 100 watts is good. I don't have a whole lot running on it right now. I just have the refrigerator running about probably 60 watts whenever it's actually doing something, running the compressor, and then the Starlink's running about 20 watts all the time. Which actually, pretty cool thing about the Starlink app is you can see the statistics on it. Let me wait for these trucks to go by and I'll switch back over. Actually, they're off a ways, so I'll switch now. So yeah, you can see the Starlink statistics here. You can see the average power draw is only 18 watts for the last 15 minutes. So that's pretty cool. So that's a very low consumption on your battery, especially whenever you have 200 amp hours in there. That's a lot of days worth of internet. Don't know exactly where I'm going right now. Haven't fully decided. Headed up toward Colorado Springs, and then I'll head west from there, I think, and try to find some trails up in the mountains that have some campsites, and hopefully we can get some good scenic video out there. There's not a whole lot of scenery here other than a whole lot of flat. Let's see if I can kind of pan the camera around a little bit here. You can see that there is just not much out here. Doesn't get a whole lot flatter than this. I guess some might say it's very flattering out here. Too soon? Too soon. I'm glad that nobody's watching. I feel like a dork making fantastic jokes about the the flat Earth out here. I guess those guys are right, huh? It is flat. So one of the reasons I wanted to go this direction is the wind. The wind is awful right now. I pull up oh no, lost my phone stream. See if I can get that back. All right, there we go. Now you can see this weather map. And it's those little purple lines. That's the wind. You can see that that wind is going directly against the direction I'd be traveling going to Clayton. So I'm headed north with the tailwind, and hopefully that'll increase my fuel economy a little bit. Everyone thinks that these Rangers get great gas mileage because they're four cylinders. Speaking of Rangers, there goes another one. Uh, but man, they put a lot of boost into them, and they are not fuel efficient, especially with these big heavy tires that I've got on here. They are 285 7017s, but they're 10 ply. These tires weigh about 65 pounds a piece, I think. So it takes a lot of gas to turn them. I see we got Refresh in the house. Thanks for joining the party, Refresh. Yes, yes, this is dope. No, I'm not storm chasing yet. Wait, now I'm storm chasing. Heck yeah, we're storm chasing this beautiful weather. We got our wipers going. We're chasing storms, bro. And I think I forgot to turn off the audio on my coming out of my phone. So you're going to hear that again here in a minute. So later, whenever I find some trails to go on, I will I'll hook up another camera, and if I'm in the right place that allows it, I'll get my drone up there and get some drone shots. That'll be great. But yeah, so right now it's just a little bit of boringness out here. It's a nice drive, but probably not real fun to watch. Probably less fun to listen to me ramble on about nothing. The flatness sure went away quick. We have hills all of a sudden. That's fun. So in case you guys are wondering what I'm using here for all this streaming stuff, I've got an Osmo Pocket 3 running my camera. So it's mounted up to a, what is this called? Off-roam phone mount. It's up on my dash. I'll send you, or I'll post a picture of that later. I'm really impressed with these off-roam mounts. They're really solid and super easy to put in. No permanent holes or anything like that. Yeah, so I've got my camera mounted to that. I've got a DJI Mic Mini on my seatbelt, so you guys can hear me ramble. And then I'm streaming all that through my Surface laptop. So I've got the camera connected to my Surface. Sorry, it's not a Surface laptop. It's a Surface Pro. Um, I've got the camera connected straight to the Surface with the USB cable. So I'm using it as a webcam, and microphone is connected to the Surface through Bluetooth. Then all of that is connected to the Starlink via Wi-Fi, and that's how it's sending out. I'm using the Streamlabs software, OBS Streamlabs thing. Yeah, and I'm new to that, so I don't know what the heck I'm doing with it. So if anybody out there has any fantastic tips for me, uh, drop that in the comment below or in the chat or whatever. Got some nice landscape out here. Oh, so this just came into the picture here. So you see that big mushroom looking thing? That's my snorkel with a pre-filter, pre-cleaner. And one thing that a lot of people don't talk about with snorkels is they're very loud. Well, the snorkels themselves aren't loud, but you can, especially if you have a turbo, you can hear the engine so much better whenever you have a snorkel. You can hear that input or the intake, I mean. So whenever your blow off valve blows off, you hear the psh, yeah, you hear that coming out of the snorkel. And even with the windows up, it's really loud. But if you roll that window down, it's crazy how much you can hear that. And it's not just turbo engines too. I had a 3/4 ton Ram gas engine before this with a snorkel on it, and it was the same thing. You open up that throttle and you can hear that engine screaming out of the snorkel. Kind of fun, but just be aware that it happens. Yeah, this. Oh, that's a good point there. Refresh. So what's really cool about my setup right now, my my Surface is plugged into the power inverter inside the truck, uh, but the Starlink and my refrigerator at the back, they're completely powered by the SR240. So I don't have, a lot of people like to hook up their alternator to their secondary battery system to keep it charged up. I don't do that at all. It can be pretty hard on your alternator, so I just don't do that. And I've been on the road now for 2 days, mostly with my secondary panel uh, retracted, and I'm running off just the SR240 power in the Starlink and the refrigerator. My battery is still completely full, even after, well, I guess it wasn't completely full this morning, but it is now, or at least mostly full. Um, so yeah, this 120 watt panel can do a pretty good job of keeping it up. Now, once I get to a campsite and I can deploy that secondary panel, absolutely no question about it, I'm going to be able to run Starlink, refrigerator, computer, charging the cameras, charging the drone, everything purely off of that solar. So I'm really excited to get out there and show you guys how that works. I think we're going to pass this guy now. We've got a string of slow traffic here. I'm not really one to drive super fast because, like I was saying, Ranger's a bit of a gas hog, and as soon as you get it over 65, it really starts sucking gas. We've got a long way to go, so I don't really want to burn more than I have to. in case you're wondering what it's like to drive in the Baja 500, just drive out to the Panhandle of Oklahoma and go 75 on these roads out here. And it's pretty much the same thing as driving through the desert. These roads get rough. Right, here we are in beautiful, colorful Colorado. Woo! That was quick. It's amazing how much the road changes as soon as you hit that border. Yeah, Refresh is driving 90 out here just yesterday. He was coming back from Utah, back to Oklahoma City. Oh, his wife is driving, but they're in a Bronco. They're in a Bronco with a Sasquatch package, and I'm in a loaded up Ranger with way too much weight in it, probably. So I'm sure their ride was way nicer than mine. And we're back to the flat again. Not everywhere in Colorado is mountains and peaks and snow and pretty terrain. Sometimes it's like this too. This is just like extra Kansas over here. Uh, it's flat everywhere. All right, I'm going to shut the stream down for just a little bit. I'll be back after